Alrighty guys, welcome back. So today we are back on the it's not a Forester. On the Subaru Outback again today. Man, look at them headlights. They sure came out good, didn't they? Yeah, them things are sharp. So anyway, today we've got an issue with the driver door window does not want to roll down. And we suspect a bad window motor in here, and so I've cheated a little bit and got ahead of you guys some. I've already got the door panel off, but we're going to keep digging into this thing. Sorry I missed a little bit there. My camera deleted the first video I did where I was actually taking the door panel off, so we'll pick it up right here and continue on. So yep, stick around. We'll get this window out and get this thing rolling up and down again. Alright, so we got to get this plastic stuff here, this adhesive junk off, and get this out of the way so we can actually get to stuff. So we'll just go back here and we're just going to remove this plastic stuff here. It's like a moisture barrier or whatever you want to call it. So we'll just get it off and out of the way. Okay, so before I get too carried away with this, I want to check and see if this is the window motor right here, and here's the electrical connector that hooks up to it. I want to see if I'm getting power to it when I press the switch, because I'm not 100% sure yet that we don't have a power problem. So this is the driver window. When I hit this, I should get power right here. So let me go get a power probe or something. Alright, so we're going to use a power probe here to check things. These are really neat because you can supply 12 volts through the tip here to whatever circuit you're wanting to energize. But it's also good for probing. So you don't use the switch here. You just read the readout and see. It'll tell you if you got a ground or a hot or anything. And so what we're going to do is we're not going to send power through this. We just want to see if there is power there and check a ground. So right here, you got a minus sign on this side. That's your ground, your negative side. And you got a plus sign over here. That's your positive side or your 12 volt side. So when I touch that, right there, my minus sign lights up and it says 0.0. That means that's my ground right there. And there's no resistance to ground. That means that wire goes straight to a ground somewhere. So what we'll do here is we'll turn the key on. And check it again. So anyway, I'm going to supply 12 volts here. I'm going to activate the switch. And I want to check it and see if one of these gets 12 volts. Because that's a 12 volt motor right there. So I'll just hit the window switch. Right there. And check it. 0, 12.1 plus. See that? So that means this one right here is getting power when I hit the switch. Right there. So that means that's probably good right there. Because when I hit that switch, I'm getting 12 volts here. That should actuate that motor. But I suspect that since we push the window switch here and activate it, that we're getting 12 volts here, that this is our wiring is probably good. So we're going to have to go ahead and change out this motor and the regulator anyway. So we'll just go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and take this mirror off. It's an 8mm. Got to get this little cap, this little plug out right here. There we go. Pop that guy off. There's another 8mm in there. Take that one out. And then we got one more here, and this mirror come on. Go ahead and take our mirror off. Now we got some 10mm we got to take off. And some window guides right here, gotta get them off. And just roll them back like that. Same thing on that one. And we got this little pin right here, little push pin, gotta get it out. And hang on to that. Alright, and then we got another one back here. Got to get that one out. Just fold that out of the way. So I think we can go ahead and take our pocket seal off. Yep, I'm going to take the pocket seal off. Then out here on the other side, there's 2 bolts holding this. So if you look right here on the outside of the door, right here you got 2 bolts right here. You got to get those out. Get those out. 2 more bolts to take out, I'm pretty sure. I think this one right here. Yep, that one up there. And I think that's it for that. Let's see. There we go. So just pull that out right there. Alright. Now, what are we going to do now? Well, we need to get this access cover off right here. Right down there in the bottom. I need to get this cover off right here. That just pops off like that. Okay. So what we might do here is we can't operate the window motor because it don't work. So I think what we're going to have to do is take the whole mechanism loose. And slide it down and see if we can get it in the proper position to get the window out. And then take these out. I'm going to hold the glass right here because I don't want anything to happen that is not in control, because I don't want to break this glass. So we'll just take these out ever so gently here. Okay. Now I should be able to pick up on the whole deal here. There. Basically, just hold on to the glass. Don't let that glass go nowhere. Now, that last bolt's out, so that whole thing should kind of move now. There we go. There we go. Alright, now I can kind of get to that back bolt right there and that regulator. And it almost is acting like the window's stuck. Still being real gentle here. Right there. So now I can take it loose there. Still being gentle. Don't want that thing to crash. Okay. So now it's on the bottom pretty much. So now I can take it loose right here. And get the glass off the regulator. Got it? Okay. Holy crap. Yeah, see how this is all corroded?
So this is all made on the window.
All right, now we got the glass out. We should be able to get this regulator out.
Look at you. Look at you.
All right, all its glory there. All right, let's see what the new one looks like. We'll compare them. All right, so to put the new one in, what we got to do is just put it up in there like this. Fish it up in the hole. Need to line up these holes right here. Put some screws in. Trying to get everything kind of started. And then this bar right here goes in here. There. Alright, so what we're doing here is just putting these in loosely, and then we can tighten them down. Yep, like that. I do believe that's how it goes. And now it should function up and down. So let's test it. As it's plugged in now, it's tight. So let's see what we got here. There we go. Okay, so that worked. And now what we got to do is get our glass back in. And there should be 2 studs on our glass. So there's a stud right there, and there's a stud right there. I believe Alright, so there's one right there. But we got to get this rubber in the track back here first. That's got to happen first. Alright, so down in there, okay. Alright, so that one started. And then we got another track right here we got to hit. Just let that sit like that, put a nut on it. got to take this back off, and then this has to go in front right here. Now we got them both in there. Now what we should be able to do here is roll the window up and down and manipulate it so that we can get it where it needs to be. So let's put the key back in it and see if we can cycle the window and kind of get it where it needs to be. Okay, there's that one. Then we got another one. It looks like our nut fell off. So we're going to need an extension to get that one in. Alright, so now we got to put these little guys back in. Take this one and roll it in right here. And then tighten it down. Okay, and that's what kind of keeps you more solid right there. So, okay. Because we've got another track to put in right here. This guy right here. Drop it in. Line it up, and there's your nut, goes right there. And then we got 2 bolts on the outside right here. Put our pocket seal back on. I want to say it goes like this.
I mean, we're going to reassess it just in the.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a hard fix here, so if you get this after the fact, this is easy. Alright, so we got our pocket seal back in. And we'll just kind of test it here and see. Yeah. That's a lot better right there. All the way down. And all the way up. Alright, so that's going to be good. Alright, now we got to put another screw in here. We got to put a push pin in here. Get that lined up. Like that. And then get this on the back of the door right here. You gotta get it squared away. It's got a pin that goes in it. So that goes over the lip in the hole right there. So that's that. Okay, I think we can put, we're going to clean this glass right here and then we'll put our plastic on. Alright, now we'll go back and put our plastic moisture barrier, sound barrier thing back on. And try not get it all over ourselves. I think that's probably going to be the trick. Let's see, how are we going to do this here? Yeah, like that. There we go. We'll just kind of work our way around here. You got to get the holes lined up. And then these cables got to go through here. So that's a long way to go. There we go. Now we put our speaker back in. And that goes right here. Okay, and then we got another speaker here. Now we'll go get our mirror, put our mirror back on. There we go. And we'll put our plug back in our hole. Plug in the mirror. right, let's see. I think we are ready for a door panel. Now we need to install our switch back into our door panel. So we took our switch out for testing purposes earlier. So now we need to put it back in. There it goes. Alright, right like that. Just get them started here. Alright, got that back in. Now we can put our door panel back on. So I think the first thing we're going to need to do is try to get the door latch mechanism cables here first. Got a big ball and a little ball. It looks like. Okay, so we got the door panel back on. Now all we gotta do is put our trim pieces back on, our screws back in our door handle. So we got 1, 2, 3 screws to go in our door handle here. One on the bottom. And one in the top. And then one behind the door handle here. Alright, now we need to remove the clip. The clips are supposed to be in the handle and not in the door. So we got to take the clip out of the door, put it back in the handle, and then reinstall the handle. Like that. So this is our handle here. It goes like that. Okay, so we got our door panel back on. And now our window goes all the way down and all the way up. Yep, that looks good right there. Alrighty guys, thanks guys for watching and checking out this one, and I hope this will help you guys get your window working again here if you got one out. And we'll see you next time. Take it easy.